Hello, and welcome to the Respiratory Lab instructional video. Or as I like to call it, breathe in, breathe out, run, repeat. This video will not go over the lab in full. Instead, it will give required information to know before performing the lab and a brief summary/overview of parts B and C of the lab. And without further ado, exposition. Before the experiment, we are going to do a quick overview of the lungs/respiratory system. When you breathe in, your diaphragm here and intercostal muscles here and here contract, bringing in about 0.5 liters of air through your mouth, pharynx, larynx, not seen here, and trachea, which is right here. The trachea then splits off into two separate bronchi, here and here, which then go into the lungs and spread out into the bronchial tree. The bronchial tree connects to the microscopic fruit of the lungs called the alveoli, which is located here. It is not drawn to scale. The alveoli is where gas exchange takes place, and to see that, we'll have to zoom in now. This is the alveoli. It has extremely thin walls and a blood vessel running alongside it. This blood vessel carries deoxygenated blood to distribute or diffuse carbon dioxide for exhalation. The oxygen, which comes from the bronchial and bronchial trees, is then also diffused into the blood cells, re-oxygenating them. These blood cells are then shipped off to the heart, where they are distributed through the rest of your body. In total, your lungs contain 600 million alveoli, which distribute 10.3 ounces of oxygen to the blood every single minute. All the air in your alveoli and your lungs is equal to your total lung capacity. This is what we will be determining in the lab. Now to the experiment.
For this lab, you will need a 1-gallon milk jug, a very large bucket, but make sure the milk jug can fit in the bucket. If it don't fit, you're going to need to get yourself a bigger bucket. You're also going to need masking tape, a Sharpie, hose and or plastic tubing, scissors, a ruler, a stopwatch, a pen and or pencil, a whole heck of a lot of water. No, that is too much water. Much better. Oh, and how could I forget? A measuring cup.
For this part of the experiment, you want to get a piece of tape as tall as the milk jug and apply it to one of its sides.
Then, get a measuring cup, fill it to 250 milliliters and dump it into your gallon jug. Next, if you choose to accept it, you are going to get your Sharpie and mark the water line. Do this until the bottle is full. Then dump water into your bucket until it is around a depth of 10 centimeters. I'll tell you what, then you're gonna put that cap on that jug, flip it over, and place it in the very large bucket. Next, unscrew the cap and insert that tubing into the jug. You're taking quite a long time with this. You mind if we hurry it up? It's getting quite boring over here in this closet. Now take a deep breath and finally blow with all your hatred into the tubing.
A good amount of water should have been displaced from the milk jug. You may now count the lines that are no longer touching water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Now, laddie, once you have the total number of lines that are no longer touching the water, you can calculate your total lung capacity.
Once you have your total lung capacity and breaths per minute, we will now test how exercise affects them. In this part of the lab, you'll be doing exercises such as
push-ups, sit-ups, squats, running, and more running.
Once you have done these exercises, you will test your lung capacity again to see if anything has changed. Whew! Tiring. This was just a brief summary of the lab. As you are actually performing the lab, make sure to read it thoroughly in order to glean the maximum amount of information, perform the lab properly, and most importantly, have fun. Enjoy!